Middle school is typically a time where students really start to think more about who they are as individuals. For most middle schoolers, they're thinking about themselves and how the world perceives them, and that's totally normal. One of the things that we do in our middle school program is we push students to think outside of themselves.
I'm a unique case study because I have twins, both in 6th grade, 10-year-olds, and they have very different learning styles. I did homeschooling, I've done public school, and this is our first foray into private independent school. And Steamboat Mountain School has been able to transition our kids from different learning styles and really find the best in each of them.
I really like being able to see everybody in such a fun environment. It's like always, it's not just like here's the homework or here's the problem sets, just like do as many as you can. It's how can we interact with as a class and figure this out together. And like it's really like a family community. I really like it.
Our 8th grader is our 4th child, so we've been through this a few times, and it does seem that middle schools can be a really awkward time for kids. And I think a couple things really work at Steamboat Mountain School in support of that. One is it is a fairly small classroom. It feels like the group coheres pretty well and is pretty supportive of each other. So I think that's a real advantage. I think it would be hard for a child to feel lost here, and I do think they all kind of lift each other to a higher level of both accountability and just in terms of providing support.
I would say at my last school I wasn't as challenged, and here we're definitely more challenged and we're looking at a higher level, but also if we're struggling at that higher level, our teachers really put a lot of work into helping us.
The thing I really appreciate about Steamboat Mountain School is our ability to get to build students' curiosity within a classroom, but also within the global community. That might look like rafting on the Colorado River and getting kids to learn about teamwork in that context. Or it might be working on a science lab within the building, but either way, I get to see students grow and develop and be curious about their learning.
At the last school I went to, it wasn't as fun as it is to wake up and go to school as it is now, because I can know that when I go to school something cool is going to happen because that's just the way the school is.
Friday in the Field is a chance for us to get outside of our physical classroom and to experience Steamboat and a natural laboratory that we have here in Routt County. It's an awesome chance for the students to learn through doing and to make observations about their community that then they can bring back into the classroom.
At the end of the school year, most kids are like excited that summer is starting, whereas all of a sudden all the kids are in tears and they're sad they're not going to see their teachers and they're sad they're not going to see their classmates. That speaks volumes, I think, that at the end of the school year, kids are sad that the school year is ending.
So one of the ways our middle schoolers really develop that empathy and sense of community, they start every day in an advisory period, and they close that day in advisory. And that is a time to check in on them and who they are and how they contributed to the community. And all of those, I believe, really develop students who are open-minded, empathetic, and think more broadly about how they show up every day in the world.
We did the tour of Steamboat Mountain School. The kids came and did their tour, and at the end of the day, my daughter turns to me and she says, "Mom, this is the school where I can make my masterpiece. This is where I'm going to become the best me." And at that moment, it was done. I knew we were going to do it.